Now we're going to look at factor by grouping. To factor a trinomial of the form ax squared plus bx plus c. So its leading coefficient is not 1, is what we're trying to get at. We find two numbers with a product of ac and a sum of b. Now there's more to it though. But we use these numbers to divide the x term into the sum of the x term coefficient into the sum of two terms and factor each portion. I guess I'm not saying that right. If that bx, you make it to like an mx plus nx makes bx. Okay, into the sum of two terms and factor each portion of the expression separately, then factor out the GCF of the entire expression. We call this like the AC technique. So, and A's leading coefficient, C is the constant. So again, here's the step-by-step. List the factors of AC. Find P and Q, a pair of factors of AC with the sum of B. Rewrite the expression as ax squared plus px plus qx plus c. Pull out the greatest common factor of ax squared plus px. Pull out the greatest common factor of qx plus c. Then factor out the greatest common factor of the expression. So we got a couple problems here. Let me move up so we can use more space. So A in this case is 2 and C is 9. And by the way, B is 9 as well. So we're going to look at A times C, which is 2 times 9, which is 18. Now we want to get factors of 18 that add to be 9, the B value. So we have 1 and 18, 2 and 9, 3 and 6. And that's the pair right there. But we're not finished. So we have this 2x squared plus, and it's really your call what you want to go with here. I'm going to go with 3x plus 6x plus 9. So we have 2x squared plus 3x plus 6x plus 9. And I can factor the first pair, group those together, group the second pair together. So out of the first pair, I can pull an x, and we have 2x plus 3. And out of the second pair, I can pull a 3, and I have 2x plus 3. And I notice this. In the parentheses, those are matching terms. So we can pull that 2x plus 3 out. Then we have times x plus 3. Now let's look at the next one. So we have 6x squared plus 1 times x minus 1. So my A is 6, my B is 1, and my C is negative 1. So my AC is going to be 6 times negative 1, which is negative 6. So I want factors of negative 6 that add to be positive 1, the B value. So I have negative 1 times 6, negative 2 times 3, negative 3 times 2, and negative 6 times 1. And negative 2 and 3, that makes up 1. So we'll have 6x squared minus 2x plus 3x minus 1. Now, my strategy when there's a positive and a negative, I put the negative first, so when I group things together, it doesn't create an issue with, factoring out a negative. So I'm going to group these together. Out of the first pair, I can pull a 2x, and I have a 3x minus 1. Out of the second pair, I can't pull anything, so I'm just going to pull a 1 out. 3x minus 1. So we end up with 3x minus 1 times 2x plus 1. Okay, and that's it there.